Have you ever watched The Little Mermaid? How's about The Big Mermaid? Krysrain is one of the original faded ones that came out at the genesis of the Divine Z era of Vanguard, used by Saito Mikoto in the anime. At her debut, and honestly for most of her life, the deck was considered rogue at best to some tops here and there, but nothing to the level of the other 5 original faded ones. However, with the new Krysrain Cadenza, the deck may see new life. Though most of her skills are the same, there are some incremental buffs. When you have 5 units with different names, in addition to the original 3 skills Krysrain had, Cadenza also lets you bounce 1 unit back to your hand at the end of the turn. With her Divine skill, now costing Soul Blast 1 but having the flexibility of bouncing any number of units back to your hand instead of every rearguard, you can call a unit to gain Krysrain stats for a finishing move. Additionally, she got a new rearguard in Armel. When placed, she soul charges 1, then you can buff a unit with 5k if your Vanguard is Krysrain. Then, for Counterblast 1, it draws a card and gives itself 5000 power. Then, as an act, once per turn, you can Energy Blast 3 if you've played an order to call a Great One from the drop zone with a different name than what you already control. So, what does this all mean? Armel is one of the most loaded cards ever printed, but definitely something Krysrain needed as a utility card. It encourages high 5 usage, which is already a crazy card, and encourages a Grade 1 toolbox style of deck building alongside Tormana to abuse your differently named Grade 1s. Though Cadenza doesn't read too differently from the original Krysrain, the buffs are sizable. The bounce skill works well with the new Ephemer and helps you reuse things like Resius, and the Divine skill letting you keep units on board means Rochelle can activate to restand a unit like Francette. This gives you some flexibility, meaning you can have another unit that can benefit from something like a split critical or a front trigger. While Krysrain's power ceiling isn't much higher, these are undoubtedly nice quality of life buffs which raise her floor. Decks like Bastrug and Argo Sirens have seen some life thanks to quality of life improvements, so it stands to reason that Krysrain could see similar success with this. You could say that Krysrain is about to take her opponents under the sea.